morning, everybody. This is your girl, Lola Thompson, Dr. Lola Thompson, the queen of multiple streams. Welcome back again to your second episode. I say your because we're all doing this together, y'all. We're all doing it together. Of This Time I Will Not Run. Just to give a little brief recap, This Time I Will Not Run was conceptualized by me to address the fact that during the last just crazy, cruddy real estate crash cycle, the beginning of that cycle, I packed up, took my toys, and I left the sandbox. I did not stay to play another day in real estate. And this is really about this podcast, how to stay and play powerfully, how to thrive, not just survive, but how to thrive through the next real estate crash, because it's coming here in the next 18 to 24 months. If we're lucky, it'll be that long. And I just wanted to share that this time I will not run. And I'm here to help you make sure that you don't run either, but you run into the richest, most financially and fantastically abundant time in your life. And you turn what could be destruction into absolute amazing by learning what to do, steps 1, 2, and 3. I parallel everything in my life with real estate because it's the thing I have done the longest and the strongest aside from network marketing, relationship marketing. And so I parallel everything to that. So today I want to talk about the first step, right? The first step in thriving through this next crash is assessment. That's right. I said assessment. It's taking a look, taking inventory of what's happening. You know, some of us put our heads in the sand. I will admit, I'm not one of those people who watches the news every day. I ain't into that. It depresses me, makes me want to go hide up underneath the bed. So I don't do that. But I do try to stay aware of the financial news and cycles and real estate stuff, what's happening with the market and interest rates. I stay abreast of that, right? For myself, for my students, for those who follow me. And so we need to take an assessment of where the market is right now, right? And where you are right now. I liken it to right now I'm in this weight loss challenge, right? And we're going to get rid of this. We're going to release this weight. We're going to get rid of it. We're not going to lose it because we don't want to find it no more. And in this weight loss challenge, the first thing I'm asking everybody to do who's doing it with me is to take an assessment of where you are. How much weight you want to lose? But better yet, how are you eating? How are you processing your stress? How much water are you drinking? You know, what kind of fat level you got on your body? Are you truly committed? And do you know where you are so that you know where you're going? No different with real estate. You need to take an assessment right now to make sure that you survive and thrive through this next shift, I'll call it. I won't even call it a crash, this next shift. And you need to ask yourself, where's my credit score right now? How much money do I have in the bank? Do I have access to getting loans? Do I have business credit? Right? Take an assessment. Start to do homework and research on the types of real estate that produce the most powerful residual income for you. Why do I say that? Because real estate is a very transactional business if you don't know how to build reoccurring residual models that continue to pay you each and every time. And I'll be honest with you guys, Band-Aid snatched off. I don't really think I knew how to effectively do that last time. In fact, the heck with that. I definitely didn't know how to do it. But I have learned, right? I have learned over the past umpteenth years since 2008, 2009, what to do and how to do it better this time. And that's what it's about again. This time, I will not run. So I don't want you guys to run either. So take that assessment, take that assessment, start to look at what you have. There's some documents and some things I can share with you, some PDFs, some ebooks, some downloads to be able to help, some worksheets even to be able to help you take a look at that. But take a look at where you are. Take a look at where the market is. Let me rewind a little bit. The market is in a place where it's almost at a standstill. The interest rates have raised significantly, right? Been raised by the Fed. And so because of that, you got people who were ready in the middle. And this is what happened before. I remember it now. In the middle of transacting real estate deals where they might have been getting ready to pay 3%, on their loans. And now in some instances, it's 5 and 7%. That's a significant hike. When it's already been factored into your deal, into your transaction, how much your monthly will be, that's a significant hike. It reduces the amount of real estate you can purchase. Why do I say that? It reduces the price that you can pay because now the interest rate is higher, so the money costs you more. That means that on a monthly basis, the money is going to cost you more. So maybe you thought your mortgage was going to be $1,500. Now it's going to be way bigger than that because the interest rate is 1, 2, 3, 4, in some instances 5% higher than you started off with when you started the transaction. So that is starting to slow down the housing market. Okay. That is starting to slow it down. It's taking it off of ninja motorcycle mode onto tricycle mode. You feel me? Real talk. Not a time for you to get scared though. What it is a time for you to do is to do, what did I say the first step is? Assessment. Just because you have a 400 credit score doesn't mean you have to stay there. You can change that powerfully by taking some very important steps. Like I said, we have PDFs, downloads, ebooks, worksheets, all of that kind of stuff that I can share with you. If you just send me a message, how will I let you guys send me a message? Send me an email to blackgirlinvestor@gmail.com. Again, that's blackgirlinvestor, no S, singular, blackgirlinvestor@gmail.com. Again, this is Dr. Lola sharing with you tip number one, to make sure that this time you will not have to run from the market shift. This time you can walk into it, because the first step you're going to take, you guys, is assessing your situation, right? How do you better assess the situation of the world? Read the news. Google real estate interest rates. Google what's happening in real estate right now. Be a researcher. Be an investigator. Be an investor in your knowledge, right? Investing in properties is great, but be an investor in your mind. Invest in what you learn and what you absorb, okay? To learn how to do anything you want to do better. Anything you want to do better. But just like with health, like I talked about in the beginning, just like hopefully with a relationship, hey, you need to assess where you are before you start trying to say who you want to bring into your life, right? You got to be more of what you want to attract. This is no different. In your finances, you got to become more of what you want to attract. If you want to have a powerful, solid foundation set in real estate investing, or multiple units and multiple occupant real estate investment properties, you need to make sure that you start with a foundation, a strong foundation. And that strong foundation starts with assessing where you are, looking at your credit, looking at who your possible credit partners will be. We'll talk about that in another episode. If you don't have the credit, who can you team up with? But also making sure that your credit is strong yourself. I have programs and partners that we can help you get your credit right in 90 days. Programs and partners who can take you through a business credit building program that will set you right. You can get $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 worth of funding to go towards your real estate investment process for those multi-occupant and multi-unit properties. So don't feel like you're left out. Don't feel like, oh my God, I'm not prepared. I've lost out, because you haven't, because you're on this podcast right now. And guess what? I'm going to take it out of the singular. I'm going to say, this time we will not run. Oh, my voice even cracked. This time we will not run. So the first step is to assess where you are. And then after you do the first step, you can begin to do the second step, which we'll talk about in the next episode, which is getting prepared, being prepared. Preparation is the second step in making sure that you move powerfully and that you thrive through the next market shift. We're going to stop saying crash. We're going to speak positively through the next market shift. Because see, it's a crash for some people, but it's a shift for those who assess and prepare, right? It's a shift for us. So I could do it all by myself this time. Lord, I don't know how many times I have taught literally over 500 people one-on-one how to do real estate investing, and literally thousands through webinars, seminars, all type of things like that, teleconferences, live teachings, how to do real estate investing. And people always ask me, why you tell everybody? Won't you just keep it all to yourself? Couldn't you make more money? That's not even the point. At this point in my life, the point is to move with a group. The point is to empower. And it was a point before too. That's why we decided to share. But this time I want to share this with millions. I want to take millions of people through this next shift. Because again, like I said, it doesn't have to be a crash if you're prepared. If you have a parachute, you ain't got to crash into the ground. So we're going to teach you how to jump out that plane, how to parachute properly, and how to have a nice soft landing on the other side of this real estate shift. So this has been Dr. Lola Thompson, the queen of multiple streams that you are listening to. This is our second episode for This Time I Will Not Run. And this second episode is entitled The Assessment. Let's look at where we are so that we can successfully and powerfully and abundantly walk into where we want to be. My intention is to create millionaires during this next market shift. Would you like to be one? I'd love you to be one. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day. Please let's go back and listen to the first episode. You can reach out to me and ask me any questions at blackgirlinvestor@gmail.com, blackgirlinvestor@gmail.com. I will not run email for you guys next time. But right now, if you have any questions, have any comments, would like to connect to get any additional information, please do that. Follow me on Instagram at blackgirlinvestor.com, as follow my group on Facebook at blackgirlinvestor.com. So blackgirlinvestor.com. All right, you guys, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Saturday. It looks like it's going to be simply gorgeous. Y'all have a marvelous day and make sure it's powerfully productive. Dr. Lola out. Take care. Bye-bye.